What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ruga coming at you guys with another anime video, and I thought it would be a good idea for us to finally get back on track on the main goal of our channel, which is to spread anime awareness and just manga awareness to people that are interested in stuff like that. So if you guys do enjoy this video in any form, shape, or way, leave a like for your boy, subscribe to your boy, comment, let me know what's going on with you guys. I'm giving you guys in-depth review, and actually with this video is the birth of a new series on the channel, which is called 6 Minutes or Less, where I basically give an in-depth analysis, or as much as I can, on an anime, manga, or anything that I find very interesting in 6 minutes or less. And this will help me kind of cultivate my videos in the way that I want to. So like I said earlier, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into it. The truth. So to start our video off, guys, I'm going to be breaking down this video in 4 different ways. The first way that I want to start the video is with the plot. The second part I want to do is the world building. Fourth part I want to do, or third part I want to do, afraid of spoiler warnings or potential spoiler warnings. I will put something up on the screen. That way you guys don't have anything to obviously worry about. So for the plot of the show, I'm just going to read this off of what I already know. Basically, there's a city of 500,000 people. They all been removed, and 12 of the deadliest mercenary warriors, and they all are named after the Chinese zodiacs. They're basically in this large zodiac tournament. High places or hierarchy of power basically take their money, and they basically have people fighting a battle royale. Just imagine the Hunger Games in anime. But the only cat is that them niggas really die, and they really smoking niggas. I believe it was like one of the episodes that I was watching in the show where it was like I couldn't trust anybody that I ever seen. The characters are really great. The overarching story is really decent, and I would recommend this manga to anybody, or anime to anybody that literally loves adult bloodshed, any form of action, because it's really an action-based anime. Now, to begin with the plot, all these warriors basically have 12 hours to literally destroy each other's assholes, and if they lose, then they get killed by this jewel that they were supposed to swallow. I say supposed to because obviously with them being mercenaries, there obviously are trickery. One spoiler right here, this is a spoiler alert. This guy right here, this nigga didn't even swallow his, and then this nigga basically is immune to it. It was just kind of like a bunch of different stuff that had like really cool chaotic elements that obviously would change the shift into the story. And then you would obviously think that people like this, one of the main defining factors of the show, that it being you can't swallow the large ass jewel that's full of poison, obviously one being the most defining thing of the story, because they have 12 hours until it kills them from the inside, is automatically thrown off by at least 3 characters being able to not obviously fall victim to the poison. So it's to break down the second part, which is the characters. Now, the characters in the show all have their own very redeeming qualities. I mean, you wouldn't be able to find this in any other animes. My favorite character in the entire show, obviously without a doubt, is the rabbit. He's a psychotic person, but he's actually so childish it comes off as he doesn't even know what he's doing, which is like the coolest thing, because those type of people are the most unpredictable. You have the strong-willed ox, and he's basically the headstrong guy that has no problem with doing anything he has to do. You have the monkey, which is the pacifist, and she obviously doesn't want to hurt anybody, and she prefers to defend herself over letting people kill her. You have the nonchalant rat. He's actually one of my favorite characters because he reminds me so much of me in a situation like that. Basically, the characters can go on and on, right? Every character has their own redeeming quality based on their personality, and actually when they're introduced to you as characters, they basically tell you how their character personality trait is, right? It's like they have a self-awareness, a level of self-awareness that they are, and I feel like sometimes what writers and mangas do is that they actually don't have a good idea of self-awareness. Now, for the obviously background of the story, there isn't much to talk about. I mean, it's set on actually real world, so there's not really much to really say. I bet a few of the characters actually had some backstories, but they really felt almost irrelevant at times, because you'd be in 1 second in the middle of a fight scene and then they'd flash back, and I guess you're supposed to have a emotional attachment to some of these characters, but it almost seemed impossible at times, maybe due to the fact that there was so much going on in the time while I was reading it or watching the show, but I could not find any emotional attachment or share any empathy with any of the characters. So that's one of the things that stood out to me the most, is that they usually have flashbacks of their past and stuff. I think the best flashback was actually Boar's flashback, and when you guys watch the show, you guys will absolutely enjoy that. So that's the main thing that they had. Last thing, like I said, was the world building, and there wasn't anything more to the show than that. But I do recommend this show. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I would give it a 10 out of 10 on a manga spectrum because the manga was much better. And as for the anime, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10. So that is me giving an in-depth analysis as much as I could on the show in 6 minutes or less. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like for your boy, subscribe for your boy, and it's your boy Super Rook. I'm out of here. Have a blessed day.